guys, before I begin this plan with me, I'm flipping through my Aria planner in indigo blue. So the notepad is from OnceMoreWithLove, and I actually took it out because it was kind of being in the way. And the pockets are just plain, and it's just the pattern paper and the kit I'll be using for the week. The divider tabs are from Planner Press, and the first section is my monthly plan with me, monthly plan with me. The second one is the year at a glance from JeseniaPrintables, and here are my inserts, weekly inserts from Aria and JeseniaPrintables. And I actually changed this up already. I took out all the notes pages because I wasn't going to use it anyway. So I'll be planning the week of March 9th to the 15th with Scribble Prints Co's Hippity Hop kit. And I already laid down the base, so I didn't film that part. And so the double box scene was the chairs, so I just lined it up on the sidebar, and I really like it. And here on the sidebar, I changed the books icon to a star icon, and I was just marking the number of weeks that it was in 2020, which was week 11. And for the sidebar, I put the books icon on the top box instead of the bottom one. So starting on Monday, I had class for my accounting, income taxation. And then I put down a little things with the asterisk to mark down I had work study. And then I put down my work label. And this was the first week where my classes started to get canceled because of the virus going on. And I actually got my Aria planner that day in cotton candy, but I didn't really like it, so I sold it already. And I'm just putting down the TV shows that I watched at the end of the day, and I actually got a planner cake package. And I was packaging orders for my shop. And here I'm going back to the sidebar, and I wrote down that it was an interesting week, but I messed it up, of course, so I had to use another squared off box. And the foil is actually rose gold. And then I put down a bow on the box. And then I was marking down my no spends for the week. And I skipped Sunday because clearly I don't track Sunday. And here I'm just putting down the check boxes. And instead of checking it off, I just put the bow deco pieces inside. And I used the box icon from the kit, or from one of the samplers I got. So for Tuesday, I put down that I had class because my first class was canceled because she wasn't here for the day. And then we also had our midterm, which was online anyway, so it wouldn't matter. And I was exhausted that day, that's why I marked it down, even though I woke up a little later for my class. And I originally put down a little things, the asterisk little thing, but I changed it because I had my internship, and I pretty much did a few more hours this week because I don't know when I'll be coming back to my internship because it's school-based. So I put down a piece of washi, and then I put down a little things. And I had to move everything a little up so everything would fit. And then I put down my work label. So for Wednesday, it started to get different, but I'll talk about it later. And then for the bottom, I was printing and cutting because I had orders to finish up. And I wanted to make sure that they were dropped off at the post office. And then I watched a bunch of TV shows, and it was The Good Doctors. No, it wasn't the finale yet. And then at nighttime, I marked down that I had my midterm for my auditing class. So for Wednesday, since I wanted to do extra hours, I put down a fancy label for my internship. And then I put down a bow deco in the middle to jazz it up. And then I put down a asterisk to mark down that I work, study, and then work. And then my supervisor wanted sushi, so she ordered sushi for everyone. And then I watched a few TV shows. And for Wednesday, we weren't sure if we would be going to works the following day because I go to a CUNY school, so they were making announcements, and then we were just looking at them at the same time, so everything was unsure. And then they ended up canceling class for the week to make it remotely. And then I actually ordered my Scribble Prints Co's new releases. So I usually make a big order once a month, and then it lasts me until 2 months. Because I originally have kits from before, and I'm just using all up of my kits. So for Thursday, to mark down that classes were canceled, I used a third squared off box. I originally wanted to put down the larger one, but I changed my mind. And then I put down a books icon from Fox and Cactus and marked down that classes were canceled. And then I decided to go to an internship for a few extra hours. I usually go for 2 hours on Thursday since it's after class, but since classes were canceled, I just went for 2 extra hours. So then we had work, and then my supervisor told us to submit our timesheets, but either way, I don't come in on Fridays, so I usually submit it Thursdays. And then it turns out that the college was closed because one of the students was tested positive, so they decided to just close the college down. And then I'm cutting down the check boxes since I kind of ran out of little things already. And the check boxes, if you put 4 of them, it equally spaces out everything. And then I was watching Nancy Drew, and I got a package from Printpression, and I changed one of the check boxes to a gift icon from the kit, or from the foil. And then I watched All American, and I believe that was the season finale. Yeah. And I watched Batwoman. And then for Friday, it was payday, so I used a piece of washi and a $ icon and marked down that it was payday. And I was trying to find a payday script, but couldn't find it in rose gold, so I ended up just writing it out. And then I put down a solid piece of the checkbox. And then I put down a books icon and just wrote college was closed. And since college was closed, I don't even go to work anyway. So I went to the post office to drop off some of the orders that were made. And then I went to the bank and I deposited some of the money that I had for my cash envelopes. And since I wasn't going to use it anyway and things were going crazy at that time, my dad just said just put it in the bank, and I did. And then I watched a TV show, which was Katie Keene, and then at the end of the day I cleaned my desk, but technically I didn't really clean it. I just cleaned the part where I film. And then I watched Riverdale at night, and then I believe we went grocery shopping that day, and then everything was just going crazy, and there wasn't that meat, there was not that many things available, but then like you don't need to stock up on meat. So yeah. And then I watched a few extra TV shows at the end of the day. So since the grocery shopping was a bust, I didn't even bother to mark it. So for Saturday, since it was like a whirlwind of a week, I decided to just sleep in, which was pretty much every week or every day since this week. And then I put down a TV icon, and then I watched FBI, and the sleepy emoji with the panda covers is from the Coffee Monsterz Co. And I actually messed up writing sleep in, so I changed the fancy label. And then I watched Miss Americana by Taylor Swift. And then I watched FBI Most Wanted, and I actually forgot to put down the bow deco on these two check boxes. And I filmed this plan with me on Saturday night. And then I cleaned my desk afterwards. Or I organized my stickers, not really cleaned my desk. So Sunday is actually blank, but I got a package from Amazon, or I put down a few boxes for Sunday, and I got a package from Amazon, and I was watching A Discovery of Witches. It was an interesting show, but I just kind of skipped ahead of everything, and it was okay. And then Frozen 2 was out, or I believe it was out since that Friday, but I just watched it on Sunday. And I used a Anna and Elsa munchkin from OnceMoreWithLove for that. And then I was editing my A6, I was setting up my A6 rings that day, and then I was editing some Plan With Me's for Sunday. But that's not here, so I will see you next time. Bye!